Hello, welcome to Math with Mr. Dobrescu to the rescue. Our lesson today will focus on solving a real-life word problem using a function table. Let's read the problem. The table shows the amount of gasoline G in gallons left in your tank after you travel M miles. So you have here the miles M, 0, 20, 40 and 60, and the gallon G, 20, 19, 18, and 17. So you see at 0 miles, you have 20 gallons in your car. And then at 20 miles, you have 19 gallons in your car. So as you see, you drive about 20 miles per gallon, right? 20 miles per gallon. I'm driving a Honda Accord. And one of my brothers is driving a Mercedes, and the other brother is driving a Nissan. And I think our cars averages 20 miles a gallon in the city, right? And about 20 miles a gallon in the city. And then if you drive on the freeway, you get probably 30 miles a gallon if you have a decent car. But let's take a look at the problem now and see if we can find a pattern, because we need to answer this question. We need to write a linear function, again, a linear function in the form y, let's solve for a, y equals mx plus b. We need to write a linear function into this form that relates the amount of gasoline G to the traveling distance m, right? So let's see if we can find a pattern. Let's take a look at the gallons. From 20 to 19, how much we went down? 1. So it's minus 1 here. Minus 1. How about from 19 to 18? Again, minus 1. Okay? And then from 18 to 17, again, minus 1. Now let's take a look at what happens to the miles here. From 0 to 20, we added 20. Okay, from 20 to 40, we added 20. And from 40 to 60, we also added 20, right? So let's see if we can find the relationship. First of all, let's see if we can find the m, the slope, in order for us to write the equation. We got to find the m, and we got to find the b, the y-intercept. But we know that the y-intercept is 20 because when x equals 0, y is 20, right? So we use this order pair, 0 and 20 for the y. So we have x and y, right? Our x is the miles and our y is the gallons, right? So we have when x equals 0, the other one is going to be our b, right? 0, and the b is 20. So we know right away that our b, or the y-intercept, is at 20. b equals 20. Okay, so we got a b equals 20. And now let's try to find the m. So remember, the m is the changes in the y over the changes in the x. So let's write the m now. So we have m equals delta y over delta x. So we have changes in the y, which is negative 1 each time. So we have negative 1 at the top, divided by positive 20. So our slope is negative 1 over 20. So m equals negative 1 over 20. So we got an m, we got a b, and now we can solve the equation. We can write the equation. So the m is negative 1 over 20. So our equation is y equals negative 1 over 2x, negative 1 over 20, sorry, negative 1 over 20x, negative 1 over 20, and then plus 20. We got the equation, so we solve for a. write a linear function. So we wrote the linear function, negative 1 over 20x. Don't forget the x plus 20. That relates the amount of gasoline to the traveling distance, right? And now let's try to solve. Let's use this color now. Let's try to look at a pattern here to see if we can find how many gallons of gasoline are left after you traveled 120 miles, right? So now we are going to continue with the table. Let's continue with the table a little bit. So now if we increase 20 more, plus 20, we get 80. Now if we add another 20, plus 20, we get 100. But we are looking for 120 miles. So let's add 20 one more time, plus 20 for the x. And now we get to 120. That is exactly what we are looking for. Because we want to find how many gallons are left after you drive 120 miles, right? So now let's take a look what's going to happen to the gallons. Again, each time we subtract 1, minus 1, minus 1, and minus 1. So if we subtract 1 each time, I want you guys to share with your partner or some member of your family if you are working on this problem. And I'm going to give you a couple of minutes and see if you can find how many miles of gasoline are left after you drive 120 minutes. Okay? Take a moment, think about that, look at a pattern here and see how much are we left with how many gallons in your tank. Okay? Okay, welcome back, and let's take a look to see if you got the same answer. 17 minus 1 becomes what? 16. So at 80 miles, you have 16 gallons in your tank. 16 minus 1, 15. At 100 miles, you have 15 gallons in your tank. And finally, 15 minus 1 is 14. So at 120 miles, we are left with how many gallons? 14 gallons. So the answer for B is 14 gallons. 14 gallons. 14 gallons of gasoline we are left over with after you drive 120 miles. This is a wonderful problem because it's a real life example. Every one of us, if you are over 18 or actually over 16, you are driving a car here in California. And we need to kind of see the relationship. What happens? You're not going to have a calculator with you every day to find out the amount of gas. Let's say you know that your car uses 20 gallons a mile in the city. And you need to know exactly how much you need to buy in order for you to have enough gasoline in your tank to go to work, or probably how much gasoline you want to buy per week to make sure that you have enough gas in your car and you're not going to get stranded somewhere and you have to call your AAA or call someone to pick you up. Anyways, I hope this problem was a lot of fun, and now we are able to even solve real life word problems using a function table. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. And again, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with everyone. See you in the next video. All the best.